Super Mario Brothers. Whee!
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to one and all! Hey guys, it's Double RPG here, and boy do I have a special Christmas present for you. It's not a toy train, and it's not a pony, and it certainly isn't an expensive Blu-ray player. What I'm talking about is a game review of New Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Wii. While this game is so much fun for its single-player action, the real kicker is with its simultaneous multiplayer co-op play. Unfortunately, I do not have any multiplayer footage in this review, so if you see any, then it's from Peach's Castle with the hint movies. So, go grab some milk and cookies, sit back in a recliner and relax, and turn on your Wii as we take a look at New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a 2.5D side-scrolling platformer for Nintendo's current generation console, and this game is a direct sequel to New Super Mario Bros. On the DS 3 years ago. What makes this Mario game really fun, and is it one of his greatest adventures as of yet? Well, all I have to say to you is equip some mushrooms and fire flowers as we go through the pipe that leads us into the Mushroom Kingdom with New Super Mario Bros. On the Wii. Today is a joyous day in the Mushroom Kingdom as Mario, Luigi, and the Toads from Peach's Castle come together to celebrate the princess's birthday.
It's Peach's birthday today? You know, I always found that to be really weird. I mean, the princess has been around in a Mario game since 1985, and she hasn't even aged at all, so she must be pulling some kind of technique to reserve her aging. On second thought... Nah. Aging's not a really big factor in a Mario game. I mean, Peach is not pulling off some kind of technique to reserve her aging like Tsunade from Naruto, but she still looks beautiful as a damsel in distress nonetheless.
Upon coming into the party room, a huge cake with weird fruit toppings is presented for Peach to have. All of a sudden, Bowser Jr. pops out on the top, and he is not alone. At the bottom of the cake, the Koopalings pop out and throw the cake over Peach, and they capture her in front of Mario, Luigi, and two brave Toads. Together, the four race towards Bowser's children with grueling haste, and the Mario Brothers are set for another side-scrolling adventure in various worlds that lead up to another ultimate showdown with King Koopa himself. New Super Mario Bros. Wii plays out more like the Nintendo DS game, and your objective is to go through 8 worlds, not knowing what to expect, in order to save the princess from the clutches of Bowser and his children. You will go through many levels for world progression to work your way up to fighting a Koopaling inside a fortress and inside a castle at the end. The gameplay is pretty much a throwback to Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World, and there are reasons for that. When going through the stages, you have to go from beginning to end to move on to the next stage. However, you may come across power-ups, star coins, or secret areas for special prizes or alternate goals. But be aware that there will be Goombas and Koopa Troopas that will be up for a challenge, and there are those from previous Mario games that want to take you down as well. When traversing to the different stage panels on the world map, you can enter mushroom houses to collect 1-up mushrooms, power-ups, and rare power stars to help you with levels that give you a hard time. In a few of the worlds, the last stage may end up being a Koopa airship instead of the castle. You can even select power-ups when you are on the world map, as you may feel that you need some help and not die in the first few seconds upon entering a stage. Those are the elements for what is brought in from Super Mario Bros. 3. When talking about the stuff that is brought in from Super Mario World, what I'm talking about are the Yoshi eggs. Yes, those cuddly and friendly dinosaur sidekicks are back, and they help you in various ways. Whether if it's to eat a foe that blocks your path, or collect fruit to hatch out a power-up from an egg, Yoshi is there at your service. There is so much in the concept that I can just keep talking about, but with those main features from previous games added into this one, they are enough to satisfy anyone's appetite for a new Super Mario game. Playing this game is as simple as 1, 2, and 3. Mainly the gameplay is utilized by holding the Wiimote as if you were playing on an NES. A perfect control scheme indeed. Moving your character is done with the D-pad, jumping is done by pressing the 2 button, and running is executed by holding down on the 1 button. When you use power-ups like the Fire and Ice Flower and the Penguin Suit, hit the 1 button to fire out their projectiles to either fry or freeze your enemies. Shaking the controller up and down will make Mario spin, and this can be used to shoot out projectiles in both directions. If you do this while you're in the air, your character can spin to have some air recovery for a brief second. This usually helps when you want to try to get to the top of the flagpole at the end of each stage. Also, let us not forget that you can do a butt pound to the ground after you jump up in the air and then press down on the D-pad. Hitting the plus button is essential for you to pause the game, and you can choose to either continue, leave the stage, or quit the game from where you are. The pause feature and selecting stages on the world maps are simple enough, but hitting the minus button will let you select what world you want to travel to in quick haste. As far as everything else, that is what you need to know about the controls in this Mario game. Simple as the game is, huh? It should come as no exaggeration as the graphics are in the same display as the Nintendo DS game from 3 years back, but the visuals are updated to match the capabilities of the Nintendo Wii's graphics engine. All of the characters, backgrounds, and particles in the environment are easily represented, and the colors are very vibrant for when playing this game on an HD TV. I would also go as far to say that the Koopalings needed a decent update after they appeared as 2D sprites from the Mario games of yesteryear, and they look amazing as 3D models. Probably the enemy that looks the best out of all of them is Bowser. You can see texture and bump mapping that shows you how roughed up King Koopa is. Finally, I have to say that Princess Peach is properly updated with her facial expressions, and she can show if she is happy or sad in 3D. In most previous 3D Mario games, her face always seemed flat without expression, but New Super Mario Bros. Wii gives us a happy fix. Heck, everything looks like a happy fix as the game succeeds in the graphics from handheld to console.